Hello everybody, my name is Chief Burbs. I was notified that this update came out from Fat Shark, and I honestly really excited to read it, but I wanted to wait until we were all together in order to read it and take care of everything. So this is one of the biggest problems with Darktide coming up was there was a lot of unknown questions. You know, people are like, okay, is the beta going to be the full release? Is it going to be the exact same thing as last time? Is our progression going to carry over, and so on and so forth? And so there was a lot of questions that was going on about it, because they're like, not a lot of stuff was out there. Today we have our answer. Hello again, rejects, which is what our characters are referred to as in the game. We are finally closing in on the start of the pre-order beta period and the lead up to the final launch of Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. Many of you have been with us on this journey, whether participating in the technical tests, closed betas, or just by constantly engaging and providing feedback in the community. For that, we are thankful. Darktide will be a better game because of your help. What we are addressing, since the closed beta, the team has been working hard to address many, but not all, issues. Here's what we have fixed, along with a few things that we are still working on. So this is this is big news here. New in the beta, improved optimizations and performances, of course. They added mouse sensitivity, the ability to turn off wobble for players with motion sickness. This is a big one for me. This during the beta last month. This was my biggest complaint. Just because, the motion sickness of it all, especially in first person, that was one of the biggest complaints that I had. So, yay. Added the ability to skip the tutorial after initial character creation. Pretty nice. The tutorial will hopefully explain a lot, so, yeah, we'll see what happens. We're working on adjusting the sensitivity of the chat so that calling out snipers no longer looks like you're calling your teammate something only Nurgle could love. Please let us know if this is working for you. I literally have no idea what this is. I've not heard of this problem, but whatever. We've added the meat grinder to the Morningstar Sacrarium, so you can all test your weapons before going on a mission. Just don't shoot the servitors, they're expensive. So this is a place that you could go, you buy a new gun or whatever, you get a new piece of equipment, you want to test it out before you jump in. Because it may look good, but you may hate it, or it may just be garbage. Beautiful addition. We're definitely going to be messing around with that a little bit. Working on general connectivity issues, so you all can consistently stay connected to the game. That's fine. We've adjusted the difficulty of the cooling mission, so it is more in line with the other maps' difficult levels. Now, this one, I'm not sure exactly what they're referring to. I don't remember having any noticeable differences between the mission cooling and with others during the last beta. I don't know that I could be wrong. It's very possible, but we'll definitely see what happens tomorrow. Some work has been done to the lighting and to help players better see and identify enemies. As long as they don't make it too bright, it's fine, because illumination is a very fickle thing to do, I think. So, yeah. We've implemented the new HUD so the players can access more transparent information on their teammates. We saw this 2 days ago when we watched the Psyker trailer, which that new no, it wasn't the Psyker trailer. It was the story prologue trailer. That's what it was. And it was very nice UI. Increased weapon handling for the veteran sharpshooter starting weapon, so your rejects don't handle their weapons like a heretic would. I didn't really realize that was a thing, but okay. We've separated enemy tagging input from the smart toggle wheel so players can easily tag enemies. Cool. Malice difficulty has been locked to players until the character reaches level 3. Let's not thin out the Morningstar's ranks too quickly, rejects. Okay, fine. Once we get up to level 3, we're doing a Malice mission, because why the fuck not? Players in full strike teams, so pre-made lobbies, or pre-made groups, can play the highest difficulty level that at least the one party member has unlocked, even if the rest of them haven't unlocked it yet. I like that aspect. It doesn't separate the community. It's just you need, yeah, just somebody else has to do it. Chaining weapons, specifically push it to attack, should be a lot smoother. There has been some fine-tuning on weapon swaps, but they depend on the weapon size and weight, naturally. For example, switching between a two-handed chainsword and a bolter will not be immediate. Switching to melee should always be instant, while the ranged weapon has a ready-up time. Makes sense. Big old bulky thing that's not in your hands already. Tune some dodges and dodge timings, and player stuns and hit reactions have been tuned to avoid instances where the players could be stun locked by riflemen. But remember to take cover. We did experience the stun lock from the rifleman before. That was bullshit. Things that they are currently working on but it's not going to be in the beta. We're working on how to best implement a end-of-screen scoreboard that rewards the cooperative behavior we aim for in Darktide's gameplay. We know that, which Vermintide 1 and 2, and I mean, hell, even Left 4 Dead, the original, I think even original, but like all of those, at the end of the mission, you have a scoreboard of, kills, assists, revives, all that good stuff. I understand both sides of the argument, and I honestly just hope that they make it optional. I would like to have it optional. Like, just something you toggle. And I'd be set. We know why walking to the mission board every time is a bit of a workout, so we're working on spawning players returning from a mission closer to the board. Lazies. Lazies, a lot of them. And we are working on a detailed view of weapon stats, because the weapon stats that they have right now is absolute garbage. The weapon sets that we saw in the beta were just bars. They say nothing. Is the bar, obviously, well, one would assume for a full bar is good, but how good? Now we have what to expect in the pre-order beta. Let's face it, launching a game is not easy. More often than not, day one issues will prevent many people from jumping right in. We cannot guarantee our launch will be as smooth as an organ's forehead, but our pre-order beta aims to help optimize the launching experience. We plan on doing this by slowly ramping up our services over the next 2 weeks. In practice, this means joining us on November 17th, and you and your friends will pick your class, create your characters, and then dive into 4 missions across 4 zones at several difficulty levels available, which is awesome. That's, I think, more than what we had. I think we had like 3 or something, like 2 or 3 the last time or whatever. Yeah, anyways. We also give you access to an entirely new zone to explore, Dust. Which, if I would hazard a guess, it was the rooftop gameplay that we watched. So that's going to be nice. Now, that's not all, rejects. You will get the whole experience of our training grounds to familiarize yourself with the game mechanics. 60 plus weapons to choose from, 4 random conditions that'll impact your in-game experience, for power outages to, well, worse. And we will increase the number of missions regularly. Here's a high-level rundown. So week 1, it will go from the 17th to the 20th. Full access to the game's hub and mission board. Roll up a little bit more so you can see. 4 changing missions across 4 zones. We will regularly run in-game events with, known as conditions, namely power supply interruptions and ventilation purges. We do not want to spoil them too much. We encourage you to experience them for yourself, which, yeah, we're going to experience these. These are, I'm going out of my way to experience those. Full access to the game's hub and mission board. Starting on the 21st to the 27th. Up to 8 changing missions across 4 zones. In-game events, other surprise additions we do not want to spoil right now. Week 3, going from November 28th through the 30th. Up to 10 changing missions across 4 zones. Downtime to getting the game ready for wider release is Tuesday, November 29th at 1900 UTC. The game launches at least it launches, for this stuff for everybody, whatever, but it launches at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and then whatever your time zone equivalent is. So 1 o'clock p.m. for Eastern, and so on and so forth. I believe is what they're hoping to go for. And then also, November 30th for launch. 13 missions across 5 zones. 1 new zone, we don't want to share the name yet, so that's where the 5th one is. And new conditions, which are the in-game events. We will also deploy a hotfix as we carefully monitor the pre-order beta feedback and respond accordingly. Now the final bit, for carryover progression. Our goal is to ensure all progression will carry over from the moment you start playing through full release. But we cannot fully guarantee at this moment. The reason is that we're still using this period to test our progression system. We want to reserve the opportunity to change or reset things in the event of something unforeseeable or critical happens. But we assure you that we will do our best to ensure all of your characters and progress carries over. Time to rise, rejects. Oh, and if you're interested to learn more about our recommended specs, here is the performance dev blog. I fucking love this. Just love this. Which I will also just go through here. A lot of techno mumbo jumbo, but here are the requirements. We got without ray tracing and with ray tracing. We're gonna be sitting in the middle, like medium, maybe a little bit lighter graphics settings, but we'll be fine. It'll be perfect. We don't have ray tracing. We still got a 1080. Hopefully, come February or March time frame, or from now and then, I'll be able to get a new rig so we can get the ray tracing going. Yeah. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is all what to expect come launch, or come pre-order beta, which starts tomorrow. We will definitely be streaming at 3 p.m. Eastern. So it'll be 2 hours after the game launches. And I'm using that time to make sure everything works. I get settings proper. All the back end. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And if you did enjoy this video, please go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. You know what to do. I really hate asking this, and I know I'm going to get yelled at for saying this, but you know what? Whatever. I'll still hate it. Take care of yourself, and be safe.